Hello everyone. Let me take this great chance to welcome you all to my YouTube channel. I'm here by the name Tian Basil and my reg number is 2023 BIT 016. I'm here again to take you through the database programming, like some of the assignment that we have been given. First of all, to create the database and then to try to play around with some of the database programming language commands like data manipulation language, data definition language, and data query language. So I will be taking you through all this like mostly by programming, and then where I will be in position to use my SQL to program. And then because I have the WAM server, you first have to have installed the WAM server already. If you can't use the WAM server, then you can also use the XAMPP as well. But for this case, I will be taking you through, and for me, I'm using the WAM server. And then I open my SQL, and it is now ready. So to begin with, I have to first give some key highlights about database programming. Database programming refers to the process of designing, implementing, and then manipulating software applications that interact with database management system. And then it involves writing codes to create, modify, and query database, as well as manage, store, retrieval, and then manipulation. That is all about what I can say about database programming. But then also in database programming, they also move hand in hand with some of the SQL commands, some of the commands that I use, some of the languages that I use in my SQL. And then some of these languages, we have data definition language. In data definition language, the commands like to create, which are used to create database. There is alter, which are used to alter the structure of the existing table. There is a drop, which is used to delete database or table. There is also truncate. That's all I can say for data definition language. Then there's also data manipulation language. Under data manipulation language, there are commands like insert, there is a update, and then there is also delete. Under insert is used to like insert new rows in a table. Then update is used like to modify existing rows in the table. And then for delete, that one is used to delete the rows in the table. That's all I can say about data manipulation language. And then also we have data query language. Under data query language, there is a select. There are commands like select. There is which is used to retrieve data from the table. It works specifically to retrieve data from the table. And then there is also from which is used like to retrieve like specifically under some condition. Then there is also where, there is also group by, there is order by. So those are the the commands I can say about data query language. So to take you through my SQL, I will be now going through and into skill. And now from here, as you can see, they're saying we enter the password. But from here, entering the password, here you should not be like overthinking. Now this one is going to block me. There we can just press enter, and then from enter they are going to bring us to this new space where we can start our work. But before we start, we can look through our database to see if we have existing databases. We can check from here, but if we have them, then we can choose either to use them or to create our own. But for this case, I will be creating my own. And for me, I've chosen the area of business, employee, and under business I've chosen employee. So most specifically, I will be creating my database business, employee, and then I will be specifically under employees. So I will be going ahead. Let me first show the databases, and then you terminate. After terminating, we shall be in position to see some of the existing databases in MySQL. But from there, if this one was the one which we have created, we can choose one to use. But for me, I want to use mine, like I'm going to create my own, and then by the name business employee. Yeah, that's the database I'm going to create. So I'm going to say create database business create database business employee, then terminate and press enter. So now I've created it, saying one row affected 00 seconds. So I can move on, proceed to the next level by saying, yeah, we can use now that database. Use business employee, and we terminate. Now moving is saying database change, and then now we can continue. Now from there I can proceed by creating my own tables here, because I have created already my database business employee. I can proceed by creating table under business employee. So I'm going to create the table employees. My tables are going to be the tables of employees. So create tables, table, and the table name, create table, and the table name. My table name is going to be employees. Let me say create table, and then the table name is going to be employees. Yeah, then open bracket, can open my bracket. Then under employee, I'm going to be including, there is going to be employees ID, employee ID, and then I can say, I specify it is going to be integers. Yeah, employee ID is going to be int primary key. Yeah, int primary key. Yeah, int primary key. And then I can proceed by saying I want also to include like the employee's name. I'm going to say first name, I mean it's supposed to be like specify and say first name, first name, and first name I have to specify it by giving the data type. Is this one is going to be varchar, and I give it specify by saying it is varchar. It's going to be, should give it data type, let it be 50. Yeah, I can say 50, and then I can proceed by saying I have to put also last name, and for the last name it is also going to be varchar, and it is also going to be 50. Let me specify the characters to be 50, and I can also proceed by saying after that what I want to be in my table. I have also to include the address. My address is also supposed to be there, and I can say address. Yeah, my address is supposed to be there, and my address I have also to specify it. It's going to be varchar, and varchar I can say specify it like, let me put it to be 100. So the character is going to be 100. Yeah, let me make it to be 100. Then I can proceed by saying what other things I need. Let me add like employees department. I can say department, department, and under department I can say the data type is going to be varchar, and I can specify it by making it to be, this one is going to, I can say, let me make it to be 50, comma. I can also include like salary for employees, salary, and for the salary I can say is going to be my salary for employees. Let me make it to be decimal, I mean, and for it I can say 10, comma 2, and then I close my bracket. And then if I want to add other things in my table, I can say, maybe let me add email. Yeah, I can say email, and to specify the email I can say varchar. Let me make it capital, varchar. I can say let it be 100 also. Let me make it to be 100. Yeah, and then I can close my bracket and terminate. Then after terminating I press enter. So it's going to say 0, it is 7 seconds, and then 00 affected. So I can say after creating, that's how my table is going to be. I can say now I'm going to insert into, I'm going to insert into employees. I'm going to insert into employees. Yeah, I'm going to insert into that table which I have created, which is employees. And then open bracket. Under employees, the table which I have created, and now I'm going to say what I am going to put there is going to be employees, employee ID, comma, I can say first name, comma, last name, last name, comma. I have also to say like address. Yeah, my address, the address is supposed to be there, comma. I have to say department, I have to say department, comma. In my table is also having salary, yeah, comma. I have also to include the email, yeah. After email, if I'm done with email, I can say, yeah, that's all. I can now close my bracket. If I'm done with email, I can close the bracket and then say press enter. So I will be now entering my values, open the bracket. I can say this is going to be the first, it's going to be the first, yeah, in my table. It's going to be employees ID, and it's going to be the first one. I can say let it be 1. Then I say like, yeah, and the first employee, the first name, let me put the name, and I can say let it be Tian. I can say my name, yeah, to make it interesting, because I also have to be there it is going to be Tian, and my last name, I'm going to put my last name. Let's say Basil. Yeah, Tian Basil. Yeah, Kuma. Then Tian Basil, and then I can say address. My address, let me say my address is Lira. Yeah, my address is Lira, and then can proceed by saying now address. I can say my address is done. I have to add putting department where I department now. Let me say manager. Yeah, manager, and then department manager, and then manager, and then the salary I can say salary is 900,000. Salary is 900,000, comma, and I can say yeah, 900,000, and then after salary, in my table there is also a column for salary, email. Yeah, there is email, so I have to put email there. So my email is going to be Tian Basil at gmail.com. gmail.com. Yeah, then I can say close the, yeah, that one is done. I can close the bracket and put now this column and press enter. So I can go on and add other values. For this case, I can just copy this, and I will be editing, yeah, putting other values. I can just be copying it, like now can go and copy and put other names, all the names I want to be there. In this I can say, let me copy and say, I can put into, yeah, can press just enter. So if I want to see what is there, I can say, let me first go back and show now what is it on my table. Let me show what is there on my table, and open my SQL again. Yeah, to see what we have been doing, I can say show databases, because we have created our database already there. No, let's first have to open our table, and say enter, show, and say show databases, to see what the databases are there. So my database that I've created is called business employee. Then terminate and say, yeah, it's called business. So I have to write the name correctly as it is, like the way it has been created. Employee. Then we terminate and press enter. What is the problem? I'm saying business employee, yeah, that's the database. Business. Okay, I can say use business employee. That's what I was left with. Then after saying use business employee, I'm going ahead to say, yeah, show tables. show tables, because we have created the tables already. Then we terminate and press enter. So the table was employees, so we're going to say describe employees, describe employees. So we are going to see even everything we have entered is already there. Then we are going to say, after describing employee, we are going to say select all from employees. Yeah, select all from employees, then we terminate. It's going to say select all from employee, but because we have just copied, we have not edited, we have to say and include, we could include there everything, the one that we have copied from the other side, and then we paste here and we say now show select. Yeah, we're going to say select all from employees. Yeah, to see what we have. This is what we have in our table. So it means we are done with our table, and now we have created our tables and we enter everything. Yeah, so now from this stage we can go now and play with data definition language, data manipulation language, data query language. Yeah, to begin with, let me say for this case I can say delete from employee where delete from employee where, let me use ID, delete from employee where, let me be saying delete from we have to say from employees. Yeah, employees where employees where ID is equals to 5. That's the delete command. Let's first terminate and see. It's saying ID is the unknown column, ID is where clause. Yeah, delete ID. So we have to say delete from employee where ID is equal to 5. From employee. You have to write it right how it is. Where employees ID, we cannot say that's ID. Let's say employees ID, employee ID, yeah, is equals to 5. Then we terminate. Let's see. Yeah, now it's saying 1 row affected. Yeah, 0 seconds. So it means we have deleted it. Now we can say, to see what we have done, we can say select all from employees. Select all from employees, then we terminate and see. So we don't have now employees with ID number 5 because we have deleted it. So that one is a command which is used to delete, like we have now seen how it is applied. Now we can proceed by also doing another command. We can say select you can select, let's say select first name. We have to write it the way it is. First name, comma, you can say last name, last name. What we can also add even department, but by saying comma department, yeah, department from we can say from employees, yeah, from employees, and then we terminate. But in this case we have to make it correct by saying select all. We have not included select all. Select all from first name, last name, and we can now run it and see it's not correct. But from here we can copy, and then we correct the error, copy, and then I paste it here. Let me first correct it and see. Select, yeah, and you run it, yeah, it has worked. So our problem was by saying select all, we don't say like that, we say only select. So we have now seen this one, it is select only those one that we have specified. The condition that we have given, it selects only according to the condition that we have given. We can also go ahead and say select from employees where department is select from employees where department is equal to, we can say accountant, and then we close and terminate, saying what have we done. Select from department where, select from employees where department is equal to accountant. Let's first see accountant, select, copy, we can also paste it there, select, let me say select all, select let me first run here, select it. Now it selects only specific employee which are under department of accountant, as we can see from there. We can proceed by saying, looking at other step, we can say other one, select from employee. Yeah, we can say select from employees. Then we can say maybe order by, can say order by we can say, let's use salary, and we can say order by salary or order by first name, but for this case I'm using order by salary. And then order by salary, let's say descending, and then we terminate and run. Select from employee, order by salary, just work, employees, order, select. Okay, we have made a mistake by not order by salary, order by salary, and then we say order by salary, yeah, order by salary, and then we terminate after saying in descending order. select from employees order by salary, select from employee order by salary, descending. So let's check the corresponding version. We say from that one is not working, but we can also go ahead and say select from employee order by salary, select we can say select all from employee. You have to write it the way it is. Employees, yeah, order by salary. Yeah, in descending order, then we terminate. Let's run. Yeah, that's one. Our problem was that I did not say select all. So when you say select all, it is going to select in the order of salary in descending order. As we can say from salary, it is from 900,000, 805,000, like that. So we can also use another commands like select. We can say in this case we can also use, we can say count. Let's use count. We can say count. Let's use capital count. Yeah, count, and then we open bracket to count all. We close the bracket from employees. Yeah, terminate and say enter. Employees from employees, count all from employees. You can say count, copy first here, say count, all from employees. Terminate and say corresponding count from line 1, control from employee table, employees, count all. But we can also use other select from employee where and say select, say select from this where we can say address, where address where address, we can say where address is null. Is null. Terminal is saying percentage for employee is null, and say select copy. Yes, select from employee. We can say select You can specify it by saying select all from the address is null. Yeah, saying set empty. It is saying it is empty because there is no any other, there is no null address. It is all we have filled it. All that address is filled, so there's nothing, like there's no null address from there. So thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much all for watching my YouTube channel. Don't forget always to like, share and comment. Yeah, I thank you all. It has been interesting. I'm by the name Tian Basil, and my reg number is 2023 BIT 016. Thank you all.